This is Shane and you're watching SmartFoxTV. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe.
Not all Chinese food is traditional Chinese food, and you'll find in some areas with Korean populations that there are restaurants that say Korean Chinese food. So, what is Korean Chinese food? Is it a fusion food, Chinese food, or is it purely Korean food? The answer is that it is considered fusion food, although Koreans call it Chinese food because of its origin. You see, Korea and China are neighbors, and Chinese who moved to Korea a long time ago also brought their food along with them. The flavors and ingredients have changed, but the names are distinctly similar, in some cases almost phonetically alike. As a Cantonese Chinese person, I find that many Korean terms are more similar to Cantonese Chinese than the more widely recognized Mandarin Chinese. This is all the more apparent in dishes like jjajangmyeon, which sounds a lot like jjajangmyeon in Cantonese, or tangsuyuk, which is like tong soyok in Cantonese. This might be because Cantonese Chinese was once one of the more popular dialects in China before Mandarin Chinese was adopted as the official Chinese language in 1909. It might also be because Shandong dialect is very similar as well. So what exactly changed between when Chinese food became Korean Chinese food? Today, we'll look at a few of the staples you'll find in a typical Korean Chinese restaurant and compare it to the original dish. For the purposes of our video today, I will also go by the Mandarin pronunciations when talking about the original dishes. First, we'll start with jjajangmyeon and jjajangmyeon. Jjajangmyeon is a soupless noodle dish often topped with a thick and savory black bean sauce that has been simmered with cabbage, pork chunks, and sometimes potato, zucchini, or other vegetables. It's often garnished with thinly cut cucumber sticks. The original dish that inspired it is jjajangmyeon, which is also a soupless noodle dish with black bean and pork sauce topping. However, it is generally much less saucy and doesn't involve the copious amounts of onion you find in its Korean counterpart. In terms of garnish, it can be more involved with things like bean sprouts, cucumbers, radish, or soybeans. Next, we have jjampong and taomamyeon. Jjampong is a spicy noodle dish often made with seafood or pork-based soup that has been flavored with Korean chili powder. It often contains onion, shrimp, zucchini, carrots, cabbage, squid, mussels, and pork. The original Chinese dish was taomamyeon and was a noodle dish with a milky pork or chicken broth soup. But during the Japanese occupation of Korea, the Japanese saw the Chinese dish and it reminded them of one of their dishes, champon. Hence, the Korean called the dish jjampong after the Japanese pronunciation and started making it with chili powder and chili oil around the 1960s. Lastly, we have tangsuyuk and tangtu-ro. The Korean tangsuyuk is made by coating pork or beef in a starchy mixture for several hours before being double fried with an egg or cooking oil mixture. It is then served with a jelly-like sweet and sour sauce made of vinegar, sugar, and water, and is often paired with vegetables and fruit. The original tangtu-ro was a Shandong Chinese dish that was brought to the port Incheon, where many Chinese from the Shandong province had immigrated, and many of their descendants make up the ethnic Chinese population in South Korea today. This dish was a bright red, sweet and sour pork dish with a much stronger flavor profile and not as saucy as its Korean counterpart. It might be served alone or with bell peppers and other vegetables. Koreans call their version tangsuyuk, which is a combination of Chinese and Korean phonetics of the dish. There are many more Korean Chinese dishes out there, and the best way to try them all is to visit one of their restaurants. As you can see, the dishes are Chinese in inspiration, but have become distinctly Korean fusion foods with an interesting history. Which ones would you like to try, or what do you think about Korean Chinese food? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching.
Welcome back to Smart Fox News. The Met Gala, one event that those of us who love fashion look forward to every year, to fawn over those on the red carpet. Traditionally, the Met Gala is scheduled for the first Monday of May. The gala is a fundraiser dedicated to New York City's Metropolitan Museum of the Arts Costume Institute. The Met Gala also marks the opening night of the Costume Institute's annual fashion exhibit. The theme of the exhibition sets the tone for the event, and the invitees must dress accordingly. This year's theme, In America, an Anthology of Fashion. According to Vogue, the idea of this theme and exhibition is to celebrate the vitality and diversity of American fashion. So here we go. Katy Perry was stunning in her black and sheer mesh dress. Gwen Stefani looked stunning in a bright highlighted yellow dress. Kim Kardashian stole the night with her Marilyn Monroe dress that was worn by the Marilyn Monroe the night she sang Happy Birthday to JFK in the 1960s. Along with her new beau, Pete Davidson taking the red carpet for their second time. Olivia Rodrigo in a sparkle lavender dress. Quanah Chasing Horse looked beautiful in her dress. Kylie and Kendall Jenner also in their black and white large poof dresses with a unique top. Kylie with a bride baseball cap and Kendall with her eyebrows lightened. Reggie Jean Page looked handsome in his royal blue velvet jacket. Also, some honorable mentions of beautiful outfits were Aquafina, Gigi Hadid, Tessa Thompson, Jacob Elordi, Isa Gonzalez, Billie Eilish, Patrick Schwarzenegger, Kiki Lane, Kaya Gerber. Most handsome goes to Shawn Mendes, Laquan Smith, and Tom Ford. Best couples, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. The beautiful couple, Jodie Turner-Smith and Joshua Jackson. Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union. Jeremy Scott and Ariana DeBois. Mom and daughter duo goes to Lila Grace Moss Hack and Kate Moss. Mom-son duo goes to Mae Musk and Elon Musk. Most beautiful grandma goes to Kris Jenner. Worst outfit goes to Cody Smith McPhee and Jessie Buckley. The best hat goes to Sarah Jessica Parker, Erykah Badu, Leslie Odom Jr. The most unique dresses were Gemma Chan, Chloe Bailey, Isabel Bomke, Winnie Harlow. The scariest outfit for the night, Jordan Roth. And that's all for the Met Gala. Until next year.
This is Kim. This is Tracy.
Hi, this is Sally.
This is Shane.
And thanks for watching Smart Fox TV.
Stay foxy.